Today on Navigating Retirement, we're going to focus on health and the financial implications of that. And Jeff, we understand there are 7 particular things to worry about in health and retirement. You don't have to cover them all, but give us an example of some of those.
Okay, well, I mean, the two main categories obviously are physical and mental health, and the most common osteoporosis, Alzheimer's, cardiovascular disease, obesity, and you know,
vision and hearing loss.
Vision and hearing loss. Yeah. Those are the primary concerns, and I think how we relate it back is that ultimately, if you don't look after those things, it can get expensive.
And it does cost money, doesn't it, David?
Oh, yeah.
Even in Canada's healthcare system, those are going to cost you.
Yeah. You know, and I'll give you a good example. You know, of course, we all age. So my situation, I just recently did my knee in, not acting my age, and I had to get an MRI. So an MRI costs, I wanted to get it done quicker, it was $1,000 bucks. And you know, in addition to that, I've got to have massage, and I've got to have physio.
Acupuncture.
And well, I ran out of my massage and physio on my benefits because you had to have so much, so I went to acupuncture too. So you know, all of these things, not including any drugs that you need to take, right?
And if you have to travel to Vancouver, for example.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So all that stuff can increase the costs. And if people are losing hearing or vision or anything to that effect, hearing aids cost additional money, those sorts of things, right? So.
So how can you better prepare, Jeff, then for aging? I mean, obviously stuff's going to happen, right? I mean, is there things you can do? I mean, obviously exercise, eating right, that kind of thing.
Sure. I mean, it's like the old adage, an ounce of prevention's worth a pound of cure, and the later you start this thing, the more painful it is, the harder it is to get going. And you know, you start at a younger age, you maintain your exercise, you eat a decent meal, cut out the salt, cut out the high fats, all the sort of basic things we all know about.
We know about it, we just don't do it.
What did Clint Eastwood say?
Clint Eastwood said, "A man's got to know his limitations."
Yeah, that's funny. Again, we know all about these things, but we don't necessarily do it. But how can we plan financially for this? I mean, that's a big factor.
Actually, you know, a couple of things. We have, for retirees, we have explored, you know, additional extended benefits because there are additional costs that come up, and having money set aside for these types of things. But the last thing I wanted to mention, you know, why is this so important? I think it's a good thing to close on. You know, a recent study that was done by Merrill Lynch and AgeWave in 2014 was on, they surveyed 17,000 retirees, and #1 most important thing was your health and a happy retirement.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You got to have your health.
Followed by finance.
Yeah, for sure. And Jeff, the website, if people are looking for more information from you guys?
Yourlifeyourplan.ca.